What if Nikon's most important unreleased camera isn't its next flagship, but the one that's quietly disappeared from the spotlight? That's the question surrounding the Nikon Z7 III. Every passing month without an official announcement raises a new concern. Is the Nikon Z7 III simply taking longer to develop, or has Nikon shifted its priorities toward faster hybrid cameras and cinema-focused technology? The answer matters because this camera represents more than another product launch. It represents Nikon's commitment to photographers who value maximum image quality above everything else. If the Nikon Z7 III arrives, it could reaffirm that high-resolution photography still has a central place in Nikon's future. If it doesn't, an entire category of photographers may be left wondering where they fit into the company's long-term strategy. Rumors surrounding the Nikon Z7 III have become increasingly difficult to interpret. Some reports point toward a dramatic leap in performance, suggesting a sensor exceeding 60 megapixels, possibly sourced from Sony or another advanced sensor manufacturer. Others claim Nikon is preparing significant autofocus improvements, faster processing, better readout speeds, and even internal 8K video recording. Whether every leak proves accurate is almost beside the point. What these rumors reveal is what photographers hope the Nikon Z7 III will become. They're not asking Nikon to build another all-purpose hybrid camera. They're asking for a camera that unapologetically prioritizes resolution, dynamic range, and image quality above everything else. That distinction is becoming increasingly important. The camera industry has shifted toward versatility, with nearly every premium mirrorless model designed to excel equally at photography and video. While that's excellent for hybrid creators, it has also blurred the identity of cameras that once served more specialized audiences. The Nikon Z7 III has an opportunity to stand apart by embracing a different philosophy. Instead of competing to shoot the fastest burst rates or the most advanced cinema codecs, it could become the ultimate still photography tool for landscape photographers, commercial professionals, studio shooters, architecture specialists, and fine art creators who care more about detail than frame rates. One of the biggest expectations surrounding the Nikon Z7 III is that it will inherit technology from Nikon's flagship cameras without abandoning its own identity. Features like AI-powered subject recognition, faster X-speed image processing, improved in-body image stabilization, and more responsive autofocus would make perfect sense, not because they transform it into a sports camera, but because they improve the overall shooting experience. A high-resolution camera doesn't need to be slow. It simply needs to remain focused on delivering the best possible image quality while making professional photography easier and more reliable. At the same time, Nikon faces a difficult challenge. The company's own lineup has evolved dramatically over the past few years. Cameras like the Nikon Z8 have changed expectations by combining high resolution, remarkable speed, professional autofocus, and advanced video capabilities into a single body. With rumors already pointing toward a Nikon Z8 II, the question becomes increasingly complicated. Where exactly does the Nikon Z7 III fit? If Nikon gives the Nikon Z7 III too many flagship features, buyers may simply choose the more versatile Z8 instead. On the other hand, if Nikon strips away too much performance to create separation, photographers may struggle to justify its price. Finding the right balance between specialization and practicality may be the single most important decision Nikon has to make. This balancing act may also explain why the Nikon Z7 III has reportedly taken longer to arrive than many expected. Developing a modern mirrorless camera isn't simply about increasing megapixels anymore. Faster sensor readout, sophisticated autofocus algorithms, AI-powered subject tracking, computational processing, and advanced image stabilization all require significant engineering. Nikon may be taking extra time because it wants the Nikon Z7 III to feel purposeful rather than redundant. Instead of releasing another camera that overlaps with existing models, it needs to deliver something photographers immediately recognize as unique. Perhaps the greatest opportunity for the Nikon Z7 III lies in embracing specialization instead of avoiding it. Imagine a camera built around a sensor delivering somewhere between 45 and 60 plus megapixels, paired with exceptional dynamic range, refined color science, improved rolling shutter performance, and a shooting experience designed for patience rather than speed. Landscape photographers could capture extraordinary detail. Commercial studios could produce enormous files suitable for demanding clients. Fine art photographers could create exhibition-quality prints without compromise. That kind of camera doesn't need to compete with every hybrid model because its audience isn't looking for everything. They're looking for excellence in one specific area. There's also growing demand for a camera that's easier to carry than Nikon's flagship bodies. While the Z8 and Z9 deliver remarkable performance, not every photographer wants that size or weight. The Nikon Z7 III could fill an important role by combining professional image quality with a more portable body, making it an attractive companion for travel photographers, documentary shooters, and outdoor landscape specialists who spend long days hiking with their equipment. The Nikon Z7 III doesn't need to become the fastest mirrorless camera Nikon has ever made. It doesn't need to replace dedicated cinema cameras or outperform flagship sports bodies. Instead, it needs to remind photographers why resolution, tonal depth, dynamic range, and meticulous image quality continue to matter. There will always be photographers who are willing to sacrifice speed for extraordinary detail because no amount of computational technology can replace the satisfaction of capturing an image with exceptional clarity. Whether the Nikon Z7 III ultimately becomes a defining success or a missed opportunity depends entirely on Nikon's vision. If the company commits to building the finest high-resolution mirrorless camera it can, the Nikon Z7 III could become one of the most respected cameras in its lineup. But if it tries too hard to imitate its hybrid siblings, it risks losing the very identity that made the Z7 series so special in the first place. For photographers who still believe image quality comes before everything else, the Nikon Z7 III remains one of the most important cameras Nikon has yet to release.